So Tim as a character is this 20-year-old Irish Catholic boy that is living in DC for the first time after he just got his degree. And he was an English major, but he has this dream of working on the Hill. And Hawkins Fuller fulfills that for him.
So Hawkins Fuller is a incredibly suave, debonair state official. So he is at the top of the social hierarchy, as you could be in the 1950s. He's a very powerful, handsome, young white man. So he is incredibly far to fall if he were to be found out that he had sex with men or was gay or anything like that. And so for him in this character, you really have to look at what does it mean to be at the top of the social hierarchy in 1950s America, which is a huge question and one that, especially as a foreigner, I feel very removed from. So it takes a great deal of research to find out what the context of the person you're playing is in a piece like this, which has political and social ramifications for where we are today in the world.
I love the fact that Timothy is so similar to me when I was a closeted gay boy, and he has this struggle that I found in myself and that I have found in a lot of my friends that have confided in me in their coming out process of guilt. It's this whole theme of guilt for Timothy, and when he has these intimate sex scenes, he's just so passionate, and he's living in himself, and he knows that it's right, but then he reflects on what just happened, and it's this immense feeling of just the world falling from under him. And I hate the fact that Timothy doesn't have a support system. The character is so real, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just the world around him that didn't really have any vocabulary, didn't have any sort of resources for him.
This piece is so engaging and so intense. It really holds you and doesn't let you go until intermission and then again at the end. It's a very rare piece, especially in modern opera, insofar as that it is incredibly lyrical. The music's incredibly beautiful. Some people have issue with modern opera being quite angular in its compositional style. This is not angular at all. It is exceptionally beautiful, heartbreakingly beautiful music, which has an intensity and a drive that does not let up until the very end of the show. And the final 15 minutes are so climactic, and it keeps cycling and building in a way which is very hard to take. But this story is so intense, and it's important and vital, and it's an opera where no one gives up. No character gives up at any point. Everyone's fighting with their last breath for what they want, to be themselves, to find a way through to the core of themselves, to be happy. Things are really hard at the moment. Things are tough. For any, I think, queer identifying person, it feels like we're taking many, many steps back. And often I feel my generation, we don't like thinking about the people who have fallen before us. And I feel as though it's a call to make sure you don't forget.
So the biggest thing that I describe this show as to people is love in a different way than what we normally see it. Love, I guess, in the way that it's not shown on TV as often as we'd like to. And for me, it's I'm playing this character that, I always wished would be on TV or in even cartoons. It's this love story that I imagined all throughout my childhood. So love is colorblind, love has no gender, no orientation. That's the biggest message in this. Everyone deserves to be able to love freely and openly.